Kutaro had Let us continue our adventure. Thanks to Kutaro, the shattered white moonstone was coming together piece by piece. Meanwhile, the witch, Esma Potts, who apparently had no qualms about holing up in another person's house, stood before Castle Waxwane's towering portrait of the moon goddess and said,
"Just you wait! Soon I will be the goddess!"
And the smile playing on her hideous lips gave way to a chilling laugh.
Monkey, where are you? Revisibilate yourself.
Yeah, my lord, at once.
How could you fail me? You, of all my generals! Your mistakes have cost me the upper hand. If he gets the rest of the White Moonstone, and he has Calibras.
Oh, wait! I know who it is! Pulling Kutaro's strings!
What? Who? Tell me.
I can't breathe. The Moon Witch! Esma Potts!
Potts? That hag from the kitchen?
She is at the White Castle, guiding Kutaro from there.
That's what she thinks. I'll destroy them both. Puppet and Puppeteer.
But how, sire?
Simple. The clock tower in the land of time. Pick up, you useless fops! What are you waiting for?
Yes, sire!
Oh, nothing like a spot of Copernican artemisia to pass the afternoon.
Yes. I can't tell whether it's the smooth, herbaceous flavor or the distinctive biscuity nose, but something about it does tickle my fancy. Who calls during tea time? No manners at all.
Oh, please, excusez-moi. A rabbit and rooster's never-ending tea party? Say again. Moon barking? Sire, Lord Master, yes, hello.
Why haven't you and the chicken taken over the land of time? That clock should have been fixed ages ago!
My word, tempers fugit.
Has it been 3 years?
Time is running out, and you were supposed to catch it!
Never you fear, your highestness, it is under control.
That's right. We'll have that chronopoly for you in a macro jiffy.
Move it! I want that clock to get to me right now!
Oh, la 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 la! Oh, late, I am late.
He looks shady. Let's tail him.
Everyone and everything in the land of time was zipping along at a blistering pace. It was almost as if someone had put ants in the back of time. And then all of a sudden the ants were all blotto. Even the buildings lining the street were recombobulating at breakneck speed, their heights changing like rippling waves. The sole exception was tea time.
Oh, no. I mustn't Darjeelinger. Late.
Hold it, Buster. You work for the Moon Bear King.
Yes! Stop distracting me, or he'll have my head.
Well, that proves it. Come on! He's got a piece of the moonstone.
I must conquer the land of time post-haste.
The darned furball runs too fast! Oh no! Made it! Oh, look out! Whew, safe.
Even the chimney sweeping seemed to be chronologically impaired. What had done this to the land of time? What should have been running like clockwork had been reduced to running in circles.
The clock? I must fix the clock.
Jump! Again! Uh-oh! We're out of buildings!
Who needs rooftops when you have playing cards? I always want to enjoy a fragrant tea amidst all this soot.
First world problems, Bunny Man.
By popular demand, I shall traverse these precarious cards atop a unicycle.
An enormous chimney loomed before them, and a deluxe-sized chimney brush to match. Glad this isn't my house. Coutureau's search for General Rabbit had turned into a wild hopscotch across the land of time's rooftops. The flow of time has a pronounced effect on any city's skyline as the past is dismantled, the present constructed, and the future imagined. Dreams and aspirations become the girders upon which life is built and rebuilt in the name of progress. It just usually happens a lot slower. Like everything else around here, the shooting stars weren't exactly shooting straight. They'd lance across the sky one moment, only to stop dead in their tracks the next. Of course, it made it much easier to wish upon them. You could probably sneak in multiple wishes. The locals were true romantics, peering through their telescopes and trying to count the stars as they blinked by, which took patience with all this chimney smoke in the way.
My head for this? Yes, sure as rabbit's feet are lucky.
Like everything else around here, the layout of a house changes to its appropriate form with the passage of time. The larger the number of your family, the greater the number of rooms in your house. Then, of course, you no longer need the rooms if you no longer have your family. The house is too big. Without a family. What was wrong with me?
What happened to you? Actually, I don't really want to hear that.
The land of Time had an old and well-established observatory where time was closely watched, a calendar devised, and the stars slid around to make it all work. Like everything else around here, the layout of a house changes to its appropriate form with the passage of time. The larger the number of your family, the greater the number of rooms in your house. Then, of course, you no longer need the rooms if you no longer have your family. The house is too big. Without a family. What was wrong with me?
What happened to you? Actually, I don't really want to hear that.
The land of Time had an old and well-established observatory where time was closely watched, a calendar devised, and the stars slid around. Like everything else around here, the layout of a house changes to its appropriate form with the passage of time. The larger the number of your family, the greater the number of rooms in your house. Then, of course, you no longer need the rooms if you no longer have your family. The house is too big. Without a family. What was wrong with me?
What happened to you? Actually, I don't really want to hear that.
The land of Time had an old and well-established observatory where time was closely watched, a calendar devised, and the stars slid around to make it all work.
A gravity-magnetational temporal-spatial anomaly. Yes, this all seems correct. And right on schedule. 1, 2, 3, et voilà!
Whoa!
Into the wormhole and on to the Halcyon past.
That hocus-pocus loony! Don't let him get away!
Time was a bit funny in here, but General Rabbit's high way of playing cards let him quite literally pass the hours.
Eh? Why are you stalking me?
Don't play dumb. We're gonna beat you up and take back your Moonstone Shard. Follow that rabbit! I thought diamonds were a girl's best friend.
A fair weather friend, maybe. The game would not start until Kuturo cut the deck. Bit by bit, sand drained into the hourglass. It was the future slipping away, piling up to form the past.
Whoa! The Joker is wild! Ugh, these stupid cards are in the way!
Waiting is unfortunately part of the game, but a good card shark uses that time to plan his next move.
What? You again? I am far too busy for this harassment. I have history to rewind, a land to conquer. Excusez-moi.
Hey, get back here! Face Kataro fair and square.
Our hero soon encountered everyone's favorite card trick, the buzzsaw.
That's not a card trick.
Kutaro laid all his cards on the table. This was it. A fine hat trick for Kutaro.
This is our stop.
Would you stop interfering? I have to go back 3 whole years before I can fix that blasted clock.
The ace trumps all, especially when it's 5 aces of spades.
That's cheating!
Kutaro hopped over the questionable hand and scrambled ever higher.
Hurry up! It's fold or be folded!
Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over. Monsieur Lapin's magic show is about to begin. First, flip a card, any card.
We'll have to fight magic with magic, card for card.
My cards! Stop trying to peek backstage.
That rope looks ready to snap.
Behold this box!
Nice escape there, Houdini.
And now, the flying daggers. Flip again. Now, let us cut the deck. Flip again. Just one tap of this ordinary top hat, and presto, slido! Voila! I was saving this. Ta-da! Wasn't that something?
Oh, it was something.
Flip again. Shuffle. And again. Flip again. Just one tap of this ordinary top hat, and presto, slido! Voila! Behold this! What's this for again?
How dare you leave me in there to what?
Ooh, that's gotta sting.
Next up. Wait, no. Where is it? Lost it. Am I out of tricks? Fine. You leave me no choice. Adios, Auriculus. Time to disappear, you pest. My magic hat. Wait. Time out. Stop!
That's what you get for abracadabbling with us. All right, another one in the bag.
Yes, good boy. Gather those shards. The moonstone will soon be complete. Completely mine! And once I'm the goddess, this palace and all the moon shall obey my every command!
Now, dear, the witch has finally cracked.
Aha! Me buxom beauty Esma Potts. How ye shiver me timbers when you dance like that.
Maybe we all have.
Puppeteer, find those last pieces, else that Earthside usurper, and make room for me!
With the help of Calibros, Kuturo defeated the menace and saved the souls of a lucky few. Well done, Kuturo! The souls he freed were homeward bound. Our hero's rabbit chase led him deep into the... And so the story continues. No world is complete without a clock tower, and the moon is no exception. But the hands of this clock are not used to tell time. They are used to shape children's dreams. Light and dark decide if it's a quarter to a nightmare, or half past a daydream, or 10 till a rude awakening. To keep a stern watch over the clock, the moon goddess had chosen Mr. Pink. But that was before. When the white moonstone shattered, the clock spun into madness, and Mr. Pink went missing.
To bear or not to bear? Who is she, this witch who's after my moonstone? Why does she oppose me? She didn't have to steal Calabrus. She didn't have to pick on me like this. It's not fair. This is my moonsies. Nobody else can have it. Not that mean witch, that awful hag. Whoever she is, she's mean and I hate her. Have I seen her somewhere? Yes, that would explain it. Who is she? Where have I met her before? Wait. Yes, Rika. Of course. You're done, hag. Checkmate.
Kataro, look out! These cards are about to fall!
Cushioning Kutaro's fall was a strange garden constructed like a maze. Primly precise hedges were prankishly preventing Kutaro's progression. Of course, Kutaro had prudently come pre-equipped with the proper prudence.
Really, I hope you're happy with yourself. I went through all that trouble to hide myself, but what's the point exactly if you're going to march into my garden and mercilessly slip away at my disguise? I might as well be wearing a lampshade. I mean, I'll probably itch less, not that you care.
Show a little gratitude? Kataro just, saved you. Do you have any idea who he is?
Lost soul, rightful bearer of Calabrus, hero of the moon. Yes, all very obvious, very clear to the naked eye. But, you see, that's why I'm getting pernickety. You're being far too reckless. You probably ride your bicycle at night without a helmet. And do you really expect to defeat the Moon Bear King like that? Really? But never mind, what's done is done. Milk spilt, not crying, moving on. Corrective measures can be taken. Proverbial mop for the proverbial dairy disaster, yes?
Mr. Pink? Okay, so, why were you hiding in the bush again?
Must we go over every detail? Clock's ticking, sand trickling out of the hourglass. Come on now. Fine, here we go. Class is in session. Have a seat, or stand, or hover, whatever. Basically, this all started with dreams. The goddess, because she's rather smart, decided that there should be a certain parity, that means equality, in how we interact with children in their dreams, which of course led to the construction of the clock tower built by a watchmaker by the name of...
For crying out loud! Can you just give us the abridged version? Oh, you talk faster than most sane people think, and we've got a lot to do.
Shameful, simply lamentable, the attitude of our young people today, shrugging aside the weighty implications of their history and heritage, demanding instant gratification.
Looks like you'll have to slam from higher up.
Movies they haven't yet seen. Dreadful, this kind of rapid culture death. Just give the Moon Bear King the edge, you know?
No, us dying of boredom will give him the edge. Come on, don't tell me the great Mr. Pink doesn't know how to be concise. Get with the times! You're a bird. Don't you know how to tweet? 140 characters or less. Go.
Controls when children dream. Stop. Only I can operate it in the goddess's absence. Stop. I hid from @MBK to keep him from using it for evil. Stop.
140! Well done. So, the Moon Bear King is after your clock. Wait, what does he want with a clock? Can't he buy a watch?
I have to explain that too? All right.
20 words or less.
He wants to permanently stop with the clock hands at midnight, but he needs me to do it.
Right. That does sound bad. What happens if the hands stop at midnight?
Dreamtime will be frozen at the darkest hour, never to flow again. In short...
Yes, please. Oh no! Mr. Pink!
Hurry! If the Moon Bear King uses me to stop that clock, we're all...
Couturier dashed through the verdant labyrinth, determined to free Mr. Pink from the diabolical General Rooster.
Look at the ladybugs! Bees, too! The Moon Bear King? What's he doing here?
As I said, now a sweet little bee is here.
Well, this casting is too ridiculous.
Luckily, the honeybees came to Couturier's rescue, and he escaped the danger. Now, lunar honeybees are known to sometimes carry moon sparkles back to their hive instead of nectar. By painstakingly purging the hive of the moon sparkles, like so, the bees are able to produce a honey of the purest variety.
I do love me some honey.
What's not to love about nectar the bees found who knows where, and stored in ant-like stomachs, only to vomit it up again so they can mix it with gooey gobs of bee spit.
Ugh, what? Have you got something against honey?
No, but I can't say I've anything to say for it either.
Emancipate me, which, as you know, more or less derives from Latin, meaning deliver from the hands of. Idest, you must free me from General Rooster's talons. He doesn't have hands, and thereby render me liberated. Yes! Now, freedom may seem subjective.
The land of times,
however...
Topiary Garden was a magical place.
Gags, can't you move any faster? I am in trouble, you know. I mean, you've got stumpy appendages, but a bit of urgency ought to compensate for walking rate. Unless you've already written me off as a disposable character. Yes, well, I have a few things to say about that.
Oh my gosh! Talk! Kataro's gonna ditch you if you don't stop polluting the air with your noise. Nobody likes a wisecracking motor mouth who flies around and tells people what to do. Trust me, I deal with people like that all the time.
I have a feeling our beloved audience knows exactly what Picarina is talking about. On through the verdant labyrinth Couturier dashed as Mr. Pink...
What in blazes is taking so long? It's your fault I'm even in this predicament, you and your snip, why don't I slice up Mr. Pink's disguise and ruin everything and destroy the world because I
The
feel
garden
like it?
stretched on endlessly.
I see we've upgraded to dinosaurs.
Yes! Couturier found himself astride a Triceratops, second only to the T-Rex on the dinosaur top 40.
There's a top 40?
Have you got your ends and your means mixed up?
It shrunk.
Because in the
And
end,
multiplied.
you need to
The
rescue
thing about
me, and that
Triceratops
means
is that they're
you have
hard to
hurry.
classify.
You see what I
Scholars
did
still
there?
argue about whether they're basically the same thing as the Torosaurus, which I think is just silly. But then again, what used to be... Alas, the
gosh.
twisted topiary
Kotaro,
topography
promise you'll never
was
love
making
dinosaurs.
Mr. Pink's
Promise
rescue
me.
rather difficult.
Have a spot of tea, hun. In fact, have the whole leopard.
Don't be ridiculous. Leopard spots aren't made of tea. They're made of a special pigmentation that...
Couturier found himself an unwilling guest at General Rooster's afternoon tea. But there was no time to sit back and nibble on pastries. He had to leap from table to table just to keep up with his host.
Go on! Don't let the tea get cold. You have all the time in the world.
Oh yeah, tons.
Couturier sheared a path along General Rooster's trail of feathers and moved to the next table. It's important at these sorts of functions to make the rounds and socialize a bit. One can't be rude and keep to oneself. Biscuits and fruit, cold cuts and scones. It all looks scrumptious. But a party is more than just eating. Remember, it's proper to give up your seats for the elderly and people who need them.
Oh, yeah. I'm not so sure my grandma would want this chair. Ooh! Let's go right. That side looks yummy. I said go right! Oh, look at these twists and turns!
General Rooster flapped away disdainfully every time Couturier got close. But the trail of feathers was leading our hero ever closer to the clock tower. Couturier's wild rooster chase had led him to Mr. Pink's place of employment, one magical clock tower at the heart of the land of time. The insides of the tower were stuffed with enormous, intricate gears.
Do they really need this many?
The gears mesh together in order to transmit torque. You see, they're finely tuned to make sure that the hour and minute hands of the clock rotate at steady, accurate pace. Also, they make convenient footholds. The Land of Time's clock used a magic pendulum which always kept perfect time and never had to be wound. It was scientific perfection.
You just said it was magic.
I'm just trying to create a little atmosphere, all right? If you want to be strange, go ahead and put every little storied detail under a microscope, really. The rest of us will be having fun. Thank you. The tower's stately exterior was lavishly decorated, which worked out well for Couturier, who needed a path to the top.
Are those eggs? Hey, why don't you use them to cut a path up? Heads up!
How dare you snatch my eggs! My babies!
Those were yours? I thought you were a boy chicken.
I can be anything I want! I'm a peacock! it again! You monster!
Couturier was hot on Rooster's tail as the general tried to fly out of reach.
Nasty little thing. Why
Look
won't
at
you
this
fall?
ugly mug. It can fly?
Ah, my babies! You little jerk! Every egg of mine you smash, I'll smash back on you tenfold!
What's with all these levers? It worked! Flip all the levers!
Couturier used the clock's internal mechanisms to climb even higher.
Another lever! Or is it lever? Oh, I was never really clear on that.
Couturier swiftly calculated gear rotation, spring recoil, and pendulum arc, using the power of mathematics to cross the tower. Couturier thrust his way past the endless machinery that worked tirelessly to keep time.
Check out all these cogs. They're spinning.
Couturier's innate sense of rhythm allowed him to cut his way safely past the obstacles.
Yes, we're through. Look at the pretty ladybug.
After a long clamber, Couturier had finally reached the top of the clock tower.
Hey, Scissor Hero, I'm up here!
He's been turned into a clock hand.
Save me, please, before the clock strikes 12!
Your time is up, Couturier. Soon this world will be plunged into eternal darkness.
I hope you mean eternal darkness.
Don't, you cowardly chicken!
You're in no position to call anyone yellow, Mr. Pink.
Come on, you cockadoodle doofus.
I'll snap!
Pickles! He flew the coop! After him!
My wing!
That's it! Now chop off the other one!
But the clock hands were lurching ever closer to midnight. If Couturier didn't hurry, the crazed Chanticleer wouldn't be the half of his problems.
Stop messing about, you fool! Did Calabrus choose you or not? Undo the ropes that are binding me!
How can Don't let him get away! Yeah, nice work!
However, the clock hands now teetered just a few tick-tocks away from the sinister stroke of 12. Only brave Kuturo could avert the impending crisis.
We're doomed! Midnight is upon us! There is no hope! The world will end! I should never have put my faith in a couple of...
Shut up! We're gonna save you, so just chill out, okay?
That's what you think! The proverbial gloves are off!
Almost there. Let's pluck this turkey till he sings.
Can't take it!
Finish him!
He's on the ropes!
My beautiful plumage! I'll make a rotisserie out of you!
Look out, lad! Destroy its wing! Marvelous, a timely hit! Hurry! Time is running out! Up with the crowd! So hot! Yes, well done!
Moonstone shard, check. Clock under control, check. Nice job, Kitaro.
Hello? What are you doing? I'm over here! Would you help me, please? Thank you!
Hold on, we're coming.
Wrong again!
Come on, we're busy!
No!
What? No, you can't!
Monkey saw his chance and seized it. As the clock struck 12, Dreamtime lurched into its darkest, most terrifying hour.
Kitaro, look! The Earth!
You see, Kotaro? Now children everywhere will be locked in an inescapable nightmare. Their souls will be ripe for the harvest. They will make my master invincible.
Dragon, come forth! Open the gateway to Earth! Bring me those children's souls!
Kuturo's victory over Rooster felt empty. He should have known Monkey wouldn't play fair. And now that the damage was done, he was powerless to stop the long night to come. Even in the land of time, there was no changing the past. With the help of Calibrus, Kuturo defeated the menace and saved the souls of a lucky few. Well done, Kuturo! The souls he freed were homeward bound. The land of time's clock tower had struck midnight.